So here I am. It's about an hour before I'm doing my show tonight, where we're continuing our 2D project, and I am on Reddit naturally. And so I saw this. What is something you can name 100 of by a memory alone? And I immediately thought video games. So I decided to do a little quick search on here. So let's see, find video games. So someone here has one here, but he doesn't have a list. 100 is super easy. Yeah, I'm gonna not look at that list. I'm gonna just start going through. I'm going to hit a reply here, and let's see if I can do 100 games. Let's see. Super Mario Bros. Zelda. The Legend of Zelda. F-Zero. Metroid. Donkey Kong. Pong. Jet Force Gemini. Don't know why that one came up, but it did. Probably Donkey Kong got it. Donkey Kong. I'm gonna stay away from sequels. Let's just do originals. Warlords. Strider. And let's see. Captain Skyhawk. Galaga, Defender, Joust, Centipede, Angry Birds. It's way out of spec for what I'm doing right now, but who cares? Joust, Centipede. What's some other good arcade classics? How about Sinistar? Missile Command. The classic two-stick shooter Robotron. I think it's actually 2048, but could be wrong about that. Lots of games. Let's do Sparkster. Mega Man. Battletoads. Batman. Well, let's go with Return of the Joker. I'm just doing one game per series or license, but just picking some things here. What else do we got? Oh, let's do some new stuff. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. Bomberman. I did Metroid, right? Yeah, I did Metroid. What are the Nintendo ones? Mario Paint. I'm gonna count that as its own game. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And I can't spell San Diego, evidently. Probably, I don't know. I'll try that. Yeah, that can't be right. We'll drop that one because I don't know how to spell it. Typing of the Dead. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, we're already doing great. Some other NES classics. How about Blaster Master? Contra. If I was doing sequels, I'd already be done because there's like 6 in each of these games I've mentioned. Bomberman has like 20. Mega Man has like 20. I'm not going to count Mega Man X as a separate series, even though it totally is. Let's do Shining Force. Let's get some Genesis on here. Shadowrun. Pick any freaking version. I'm thinking the Super Nintendo version, but whatever you want to say. Let's see, Shining Force, Gunstar Heroes. Oh yeah, let's do the treasure group. Gunstar Heroes, Guardian Heroes. Gunstar Heroes, Guardian Heroes. And those are very separate genres. Let's see. Landstalker. That's not treasure, but it reminded me of it for some reason. Raku, Gaki, Showtime. Oh, let's put Bib Ribbon on there while I'm putting some Japanese stuff. Let's go back to treasure though. Explosion. Actually, that's not right. Explosion. Invincible. Bangayo. Explosion. Invincible. Bangayo! Alright. Mars Matrix. Let's do some more treasure. Ikaruga. Actually, I want to do Radiant Silvergun. I'm not going to mention Ikaruga because it's technically part of the same series. It's the sequel to, well, it's the prequel. Well, it's the sequel. The storyline makes sense. It's a loop, so it's kind of can be either. It's got to be the sequel actually because the world ends officially and they destroy God, so that must be the sequel. On Ikaruga. In Radiant Silvergun, they do not succeed. What's another classic? I don't know. Hajime to Equal the Fighting. Let's see. Let's do some weird ones. Pit Fighter. That was a terrible game. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat. Might as well put a good game from that company on there. Pit Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Let's see, what else do I got? Federation of Space Loonies. What's the actual game called? Solar Jetman. Soul Calibur. Street Fighter. I'm gonna say 2, even though you can pick one. But Injustice: Gods Among Us. It's more 80s goodness. Altered Beast. Ninja Baseball Batman. Has nothing to do with actual Batman, so that counts. Figured I'd throw some weird ones in here. Viewpoint. Another Neo Geo. In the Neo Geo range now for some reason. I forget if it's called 2020 Baseball or Baseball 2020, so I'm not going to use that one. I will use Base Wars, though, because that game's awesome. Blitz. Let's do some crazy sports game. NBA Jam. Mutant League Football. What other genres we got? Let's do Panzer Dragoon Saga is what I'm going to go with. Knights, NIGTS, Into Dreams. I don't know if the S is supposed to be capitalized, but I think it is. Sonic, the Hedgehog, the old one. This is that new one that's just terrible. Chrono Trigger. Final Fantasy. Don't care. We'll just go with 1. Secret of Mana. Let's go with Seiken Densetsu 3, actually. Secret of Mana 2. It's 3 because the first one was called Final Fantasy Adventure here. More treasure. Sin and Punishment. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We'll go with the first NES one. That was brutal. Another treasure title that I was thinking about. God, there's so many good games that they make. Why can't I think of it? Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 61. I don't know. I'm gonna just put a 61 here real quick. 61. So, it's not a game. It's a marker. And let's see. God, what was the treasure game that just flashed into my brain and then went away? Oh yeah, Mischief Makers. What's the Japanese name for that one? UK Troublemakers. I think that was what it was called in Japan. Dragon Warrior. River City Ransom. Balloon Fight. Kirby's Adventure. Let's do more HAL Laboratory stuff. Pinball. Actually, let's go with Rollerball. Yeah. Blades of Steel. Classic Konami hockey game. Really good fight system for a hockey game. Let's do Suda 51 stuff. So Killer 7, No More Heroes. Killer is Dead. I think that's not a sequel to Killer 7, but it's probably up to interpretation. It seems like it's in the same universe because of the style. Let's see. What else? Let's do Contact. I guess another Grasshopper manufacturer game for DS. That was a really good soundtrack. That's probably the best soundtrack on the Nintendo DS. I do Centipede and Millipede, or just do Centipede because that's really splitting hairs at that point. No, I do Centipede. Okay, good. I didn't do Millipede. Sega All-Star Racing, Monaco, Half-Life. What else do we got going on here? Any really weird Japanese games? Parappa the Rapper. General Line is a sequel. Oh yeah, let's do Gitaru Man, I think is how they anglicized it. Rock Band. I like good music titles. MTV Music Mirror, I'm not putting that on there. That's not really a game. But Frequency is. I wouldn't consider Rock Band a sequel to Frequency, even though it kind of is. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19. So that puts us at 80 even. So, Private the Rapper, Guitar Man, Rock Band, Frequency. Let's see, Super Nintendo. How about I use Super Mario, I use Zelda. Let's do Cybernator. Let's do Godzilla NES. Cybernator, Godzilla. More Super Nintendo fun. Axlay. Radius. Let's go with 3. Castlevania. Let's go with Castlevania 3, actually. I love that one. And actually, if you're going to search that game, do Akumojo Insets. Because this is, that's better music. It had a music chip in there on the Japanese Famicom, which was the Nintendo equivalent. They had an extra pin that allowed you to send music through and mix it to the sound channels. So that's why they have better music on some of the later games, because they had a piece of hardware in there to do more sound processing. Speaking of special chips, let's do Gimmick. Again, Japanese. What was the Mario Kart game before Mario Kart? Well, let's just put Mario Kart on here. There was a 3D Mario Kart game, like Shutter Glasses 3D for the Famicom in Japan. It was on the Nintendo Disk System. Earthbound. That's something I spent a long time playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need another 12. Earthbound. Why am I drawing such a blank on Super Nintendo goodness? Let's do Illusion of Gaia. Weapon Lord, even though it's not really that great a game. Cyvariar. This is PlayStation / arcade. Cyvariar 2 is really, really good too. Actually, both of them are really good. But Cyvariar 2 is an exceptional game. It was released on Dreamcast, and I think there was a Japanese release on the Xbox One, not the original Xbox One, not the new Xbox One. Actually, I call the new Xbox One the Xbone, so there's no confusion. So let's see. Do more mobile games. I think Jetpack Joyride deserves an honorable mention, I would say. Chairs game is pretty good too. Infinity Blade. Rygar. Adventure Island. Dark Souls. Star Wars. What was the best one to put on here? I don't know. I'll just do Star Wars. We'll say it's the NES one. It's a terrible game. It's not terrible. It's just really stupidly hard. Like unfair hard. No one minds a challenge as long as it isn't perceived to be unfair, and that game is perceived to be unfair by me, I would say. Games. Haven't hit Genesis too hard. Let's do Comic Zone. I think it's Comics Zone, but it could be Comic Zone. Might be wrong on that. Some other games with really good music. Rockman ZX is another Mega Man game. That doesn't count. Ghouls and Ghosts. 16, 17, 18, 19. I just need one more. I'm gonna get a few more though, just to pad it, just in case I counted wrong. Fallout, Dungeon Keeper. Let's put some more Molyneux on the list. Populous, Black and White 2, because screw 1. And Warmonger's basically a sequel to Populous. Black and White is kind of a sequel to Populous too, but whatever. Let's see. Toki. That's an arcade game where you're a monkey. And it's another good arcade game to cap off the list. Superman arcade game was actually a good game, but I don't want to put that on here. Well, let's do some Atari 2600. Let's do Phoenix. Let's do Land, Air, Sea, Battle, Combat, the classic tank game. Yeah, that's good enough. Get rid of the 80 here and the 61 here. Here's some games, and we'll make this a link to my video as soon as I've done publishing it. Which I think I'll do before I go. So anyway, thank you, and I don't know why I'm saying thank you. I don't even know why I'm posting this. I'm just procrastinating, I guess. I should probably be working on moving platforms, but I'm not. So be sure to check out the episode tonight. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. 2D stuff, yay! You can see how excited I am. I actually am excited. I don't have Phil here, and it's throwing my day off. So anyway, good seeing everyone, and good night.